the Brew Crew, and as you can see, we, or Andrea Pirlo, have a new club in Manchester City. Yeah, we did get, I don't know what's up with this. I tried to download some logos, but it seemed to not be the original. It's kind of similar, so I think I will just go with it anyway. So yeah, you might wondering, why did I go for it? I feel like we could win the league with Milan, or have they? No, they haven't started yet. But yeah, I just feel like it was too much to ask for. And then I got the interview with City, and they have way more money, and yeah, the economic situation at Milan did not look that great. So yeah, and I think in Milan we might just win the Italian Cup once again. But here we can win some new titles, and I feel like we would be nearer. I don't know if we're going to win a league title per se, but we would probably be nearer to a chance to win a league title. See, 132, and then they have dropped down here, and recent two season 7 and 7 is very interesting. The board is actually all English, but we still have a lot of cash here, as you can see, 500 million. Unfortunately, I've tried to make some board requests to make the youth facility and such better, because we don't have that many good own projects. But unfortunately, since I've been here for such a short while, they're not going to allow that. They don't care about Carabao Cup. I don't care about Europa League, but if I have to, I will probably. And I feel like we have a really broadened squad, so, and the Champions League, so 4th, and reach finally in the FA Cup. That seems tough, but it's interesting, so hopefully we can win some titles here, which it isn't that great, and win the league, work to winning the league. I like that for next season, so grow the club's reputation. Isn't their reputation already? But yeah, season 3 I had to win the league, but I have 2-year contract, so we will be at least here for 2 years. So yeah, a lot of transfers with a increased reputation is still worldwide. I guess they just want to go to Champions League and stuff, and they still just have City of Manchester Stadium. I don't know if they just taken away that Etihad or whatever. I saw, which was interesting, they are really old as well. And I took this Thames shirt because that's the only thing. Or I had another shirt which was more light blue, but that was only light blue I had. So there are some bigger names here. Lampard. I want to see if we won anything else. 31 and 32 runners up in Champions League. 33, 34 third place. 36. So that was last season. As you can see, a career is yeah, that's really exciting. I actually got him in. It was not planned, but I saw that he was transfer list, and I was like, oh well, that's enough. Yeah, and he's going to permanently sign, and we're probably going to play with just one striker. Unfortunately, he got injured against Barcelona there in the last match. But he has great finishing, great compulsory, and yeah, I wanted a 4th choice striker just because we needed it, basically. So out, it had to be a lot of players out, unfortunately. Some of these players, like Vincent Marin Neto, I had him at Milan, so I was kind of disappointed. Zidane is his favorite, surprisingly. But yeah, we did just have 2 seasons there, but yeah, really sad. He wanted to play in Champions League, so that's why. And he's 30 years old, but yeah, his stats looks really good as well. And Seamus McCullough, Chelsea project from beginning, just played 2 seasons here. I was surprised that Real Madrid or Barcelona wanted him. Unfortunately, make a loss on him, sadly. So he goes to Barcelona there, and yeah, but he's 39 years old, and yeah, or right back there, I guess. Yeah, right midfielders. But we have another right midfielder that's about the same. I believe it's 25, so it's English, so it's not bad. But at 29, probably would want a lot of money. So he went to Barcelona. As you can see, it's great pace as well, but technical not that great. So kind of surprised that Barcelona went in for the. We sold for 426 million euros. So this was a player that I loaned in when we had injuries. He was superb at Lazio, and then he turned out to be the best player in the world, best goalkeeper in the world. But sadly, he wanted to play in Champions League. So we lost 45 million. I guess that's pretty good. But I would have loved to have Max Davids here, so basically that was not great because that was a really solid. But we actually got in. We still have the best goalkeeper in the league, so that's really nice. So we got in what's it called? Yeah, a replacement that is about as good. Danny Antoni, I was not sure, but I think he also wanted out, but he doesn't look that okay. He's okay, but not. His mentals are pretty good, but yeah, heading and marking. So we got almost the money back. Manchester City signed them. As you can see, most of his players, they have been in Manchester City for a long time, but yeah, managed to sell him, and he would probably want a lot of money in 29. Again, a lot of players that's just around 29, 30, so I think it was for the best. Even if I think we've not just signed youngsters, but yeah, some of these players were really getting on. Abidal Malek went to Milan. Milan signed them for 30 million. That's pretty good profit. He's played last season. He wanted. I can't remember if he got pissed off at me or whatever. He's not that great. Yeah, they signed him for 11 million from Toulouse. And then it's been a lot loaned out. I don't know. No, he will never really start to play, so I think it was for the best here. Then I don't know. I guess they will play with wingers now, Milan. But good luck anyway. You're just 24, so. This was a really player I was really gutted to lost. I would really have liked to manage him. I know he's old, 31 years old, but he's really good finisher, really good compulsory. Passing not the great if there is something, and yeah, his mentals is going down. But I really look forward to managing Alberto Chidori. I checked on him before. But again, it's weird because his favorite clubs are Manchester City and has probably been here for long. But yeah, he wanted to leave playing champion. I don't. What? It can't be the Everton. That's just weird. I don't know why. Maybe no one else was interesting. No one else wanted to, or it was like Bournemouth or whatever. But yeah, really gutted about this play. But he himself was pissed off, and I don't want players that's just annoyed. Here we have also a player which we've seen before. I was unsure about Melach Karandag. We had them at Milan. I was like, as you can see, he's mostly been a backup, not great last season, and I was like, yeah, I think we can do better. And he had pretty high wages. Alex Alcaron went to Fulham. He's not really that great. I believe he as well wanted to play in basically everyone. It was probably like 10 players that wanted to play in Champions League, but I'm pretty sure he will not play in Champions League. But we almost got the money back, and I don't know why he
and
signed
welcome
it
here
for.
again. And yeah, unfortunately, the face cam did die.
here. So yeah, post commentary, Adrian Hurjanovic, we sold him there for 30 million to Norwich. He was a player that I did not expect to sell, but in the end he started kicking up a fuss, and I was like, he's not that great, and he wanted a lot of money, so sold him to Norwich instead. That is a top team after all and have rich owners. So yeah, not too bad. He's not too bad a player, but yeah, I think we can do better, and we have Bradley there as well. So yeah, and as you can see, there 46% recommendation. So yeah, and we sell as well Franciscus Marquez. He designed them for 48 million. Unfortunately, we just get 23.5 million. He's not a bad player. I would have loved to keep him here. He's really good defensively. But I believe, yeah, Hoffenheim, I believe they are champion league team. So yeah, he will go. Only 24 years old. Julio Escobar, they signed him for 105 million. We sold him here, 33 years old. He's not bad, but it's not going to get any better. And probably wanted a lot of money, so we sold him to Celtic. The same with Joe Davidson, but he's a young player, but yeah, did not really get the chance there, and he was not that great. And Maximil Magyadov, they signed, but he never got the chance, and we actually got 5 million there for him, which was more than I thought I would get. Yeah, they signed him for 21, but yeah, unfortunately hasn't developed. Was in the youth team. We have a lot of players. I think that was the last sell. We have a lot of players that were loaned out as well. So here we have our first in Marco Almarza, Chilean goalkeeper from that's played a lot of matches for Lyon, but he's been in and out there, so he will be a second choice in goal, because we got to play this even better than him there, so that's fairly nice. So yeah, 23.5 million, not too much for getting a yeah, I know it might be a lot for a goal, just second goalkeeper, but as you can see there. Yeah, had one season there in Lyon where starting, but elsewhere. Then we have Brent Harnett. I got him in, really excited that he never actually played really for Manchester United there. Played for me at Milan, then we did exchange here with them, and then we could sign him for just 25 million, so I'm pretty happy about that. He is 33 years old, but he still has the mentals, the defensive and the aerial. Yeah, physically is a little bit off, but still really good. And Manchester City, I'm going to try to keep it pretty, but yeah, we still have the money, so it's no worries. Even if I sold some players, we still like 4 million under the transfer budget, so yeah. And he's like a world-class player still, so yeah, just got him in there, really excited about that. And yeah, his mentals is just outstanding there. As you can see, Zane Simpson is one that played in Manchester City, is considered on project. They sold him for 31 million. I signed him here for 65. I don't know really if it was worth it, but own project, we needed more of those. I believe we still just have 29 years old, 10 caps, 6 goals, so he's definitely not the starter in the national team, but still a really good left back, and I believe he will be our captain, or no, Bradley is our captain, so this is our new vice captain, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, good passing, good technique, and overall there. He played a lot of seasons, probably like 5-6 seasons there from Manchester City, so not too bad. And really, yeah, his physicals are really good as well. Unfortunately, yeah, pretty high wages as well, but it is what it is. And David Moore we signed here is a Liverpool fellow from the beginning. It's not played anything in national team, but I feel like he's very solid defensively and really good physically as well. Fulham signed him last season for 35.5. We signed him here for 31.5 million. So it's really good physicals. The only unfortunate thing is his crossing there. Not that great, but yeah, defensively is really, really solid. 27 years old, so well experienced, but not too old either. So a really good tackling as well. Possession also solid. But yeah, we have a Greek fellow there as well, his own project. We signed Jake Webb, which probably, I think he was the most expensive. Over 90 million he cost us. Jack Webb, he is a Liverpool lad from beginning. Yeah, his stats is kind of but still good enough mentally and physically. He's a little bit better physically than Brett Harnett. Yeah, I wish that that marking was a little bit better there. But as you can see, it's well experienced in Premier League, and a starting player for Liverpool. So I think that's a good signing, and he might just go straight in, or at least fight. Oh, yeah, 89, so it was actually not 90. Ismail, a player we got in from Basel. He's played at he's a Barcelona, Oviedo from the beginning there. Basel signed him for 40.5. I'm surprised we just got him for 33 million. He's a world-class player. He's almost as good as my other left back, which you will see eventually. Only 23 years old, has the future for him. Really good defensively, good offensively as well. Crossing can be a little bit better, but as you see, very good there. Tackling, marking, position 18, that's just outstanding. And here's our first keeper for the season, Lucio Alonso. I believe he played in Portugal before. Really solid stats here. Is actually the best keeper because he's in the best 11 there in the league. So yeah, really many clean sheets he's kept for Porto there. And not, as you can see as well, conceded very little goals. So really to have him in there, it cost a lot, but I feel like it's worth it. And his physicals are also very, very good, which I might think it's better than Almesa. And Stefan Carpano is a Romanian central defender that we loaned in from Tottenham. Surprisingly, they just let me loan him. And I mean, yeah, he's probably worse off than anyone else, as you can see there, but he's still a good Premier League player. So yeah, and they don't want to sell him because he has 5-star potential there. So yeah, I'm still surprised they just let me loan him. And I believe we just pay like half, or if we pay full, we pay all of his wages, but it's still not too much. So here is a fellow friend of mine, Carrera there, you could see, but you saw him before the Giants I brought in, but I believe we loaned him out eventually. I was thinking if he should start, whatever, but we loaned him out. A little bit underrated by my coach. I mean, he's do not have any real bad stats. I guess heading is in there. He's not that great. Surprisingly not played that many matches as well. And for Pamplona, he was loaned out here. I don't remember. I think he went to a La Liga club, or if it any forced up potential there as well. So I'm really surprised that they just consider him as a championship. But also here I did not have the best staff as well. This player I definitely going to actually give a chance. He was starting there for Chelsea last season. Could sign him, but we just loaned him. Good passing, good tackling, good penalty taking, good first touch, really good, almost like a Regista there, with good vision as well. 2.5 star, but I might actually play now and then just as defensive midfielder because we don't have that many of those. Ben Jenkins, I got him in offensive midfielder. Unfortunately, it is the same with him as Yates. He's not that bad, but they kind of underestimate him. But I loaned him out to Italy to make him improve. But again, not that many really bad stats either. What's called set piece is not great, but offensively is really good. And yeah, 14.5 million, maybe a lot, but a British player nevertheless, so not too bad there. And all around good stats for offensive midfielder. Good teamwork as well, which isn't usual, and good compulsory as well. But unfortunately it says, which I was surprised, it says that he can't develop much more, which I don't know really if that's true. And it's kind of surprising as well that he's just got 1 cap for Wales when he looks that good. And Craig Brown was a youngster we got in here. I thought he would be superb, but sadly, yeah, he isn't, at least according to my coaches here. kind of yeah, Wolves did buy him there from Sheffield United, and then we buy him 12.5. I feel like it was a little bit wasted money. Miroslav Hirsch is from Bayern München. He's a solid star quality defender here, really good marking, tackling, heading, possession, so he's probably going to go before Webb there. 60 million, surprisingly little. He is a Milan project, but never got a chance at Milan, so if I would have stayed, I would have at Milan, I would have probably tried to get him in there, so not too bad player actually. And Yosuke Ione played, as checked it before, played the Dortmund, have not gotten that many chances, but fortunately it's just 3 stars, but well, we can probably sell some shirts as well. So yeah, hoping that we can sell some shirts on him, but he's not awful, he has great vision there as you can see. But we got in Enrico Lozano, which might be the catch of the season here. He had the release gone 15.5 million, so I'm really liking that. So yeah, and here we have the players. I might show you some of them, some of our most important players, or I guess we will get to know them as well, but going through, I'm really confused why he was there. Ismail, that makes no sense, but I think, did I change here? Oh, I think it was because I played I said that there as well. It was because I played Barcelona in a friendly here, so yeah, kind of confusing, but we changed that up so it would make more sense here, and Ismail will go out. I don't know if I've just tried them there. So yeah, I think that was everything, and then we will go through the lineup here, or no, we will change tactic as well to our home tactic here. Rafinha is a really good player. So yeah, a lot of new players here as well. Bradley is our captain. I guess we will, I don't know how much I go through every single player, I guess we'll see. So Alonso in goal, Moore, Harnett, Hilsch, and Reese, that is like one of our best player and very experienced. He has played a long, like 8 seasons almost, and he's as good defensively as he is offensively, so I'm really happy. Good crossing there. They did sign him for 39.5 million from Zebra. He actually did not play there from start, but now he's just superb. So we had 2 really good left back there, but yeah, he's a little bit better or more experienced as well. As you can see, I believe is one of the highest weights. You might try to lower that since he's almost getting into his 30s there. Nielsen and Hudik. We have Nielsen is probably our most talented player here. His weight is like nothing. Good passing, good first touch, good vision, good teamwork, all around really good. Just 18 years old and really good creative deep lying playmaker there. And then we have Hudik, that's a similar type, but a little bit older, 23 years old, but more versatile, I would say. Maybe he can play as a box-to-box. I'm playing him as advanced forward though. He was free for him. I did not even see that, but he has not gotten that many chances. He mostly has been loaned out, but I decided let's just give him a chance and see what he goes for. So yeah, we have those 2 there, and then we have Bradley that would not. Yeah, here I changed the box-to-box because I thought he could. Yeah, stamina and strength are pretty good there. So yeah, we had 2 Bosnians. Maybe he's sad because we sold that other Bosnian there. I don't know what I'm trying to do here really. I'm showing how good he is. Really good natural fitness there. Simpson, Ione, and Bradley, our captain here, that's 17, and he's all out. Manchester City project, has been loaned out a little bit. 4-star current ability, almost 5-star potential. I believe 3.5-star there. Really good Welsh winger here. Fortunately, he's pissed off at me. I don't know why. I think it was because I did not strengthen enough, which is weird when we strengthen with design players for 530 million, so that's just insane. Yeah, Rafinha is really good here. Really good composite. Finishing is the only thing that's really but it's good heading, good pace, good stamina. I guess strength could be a little bit better, but he scored 7 goals from 50 matches, so he will get the start here. And we're meeting Southampton as well. I guess soon we will be back for the live commentary. Here we have Simovic. That's a really good. He's more. I've actually. Oh yeah, I changed there because he's a little bit better poacher wise. So yeah, I think we just went on him. There he's a little bit better because he's finishing compulsory. And he did not cost that much. Has been loaned out. 13 goals last season, but not too bad average rating there. And then we had May as a 4th choice, and then Carrera. That's unfortunately, I believe, injured right now, so not the best. So we're going a positive there, of course, and trying to dominate the match here against Southampton and try to win it. Yeah, I'm just unfortunately here we did not have any staff except the goalkeeping coach. I don't know why. It might be just that everyone left when we were there, when we were left with the other manager, I should say. Yeah, he cost a lot for him to sign there. 107. He is a really good super sub, and sometimes he can be really good, but yeah, I think it must be 4th choice. Oh, that was where I loaned him out. I loaned him out to France. Gites. I loaned him out to René's. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm sorry. They do just 40 minutes. Bullshit. Bradley, I have strengthened the team. Don't you see this? This amount of money. We still have 30 million left there. Actually, we don't have that much in wage money. We have 526 million we have spent for, and I checked, and then we'll see, or we'll get. Oh, this is so annoying. Yes, we got the first part in, but I don't know how much of the transfer that you saw me talking to. I guess I have to do post commentary again. Still going on here, hopefully. I hope the microphone is working as well. Is better the deep line? I guess we could test that. And what have Southampton? Yeah, assistant, give me it. Goal. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you are too. I feel like, not to say that I didn't have the motivation, but I feel like that it would be a really tough season. Hudik. Ooh. And yeah, I just don't feel like it was possible. And surprisingly as well, I don't know what this Huddersfield logo is. It's clearly not the right one. And it was just weird. I couldn't change. If I wouldn't be... Oh, Hudik again. If I would have been able to change the tactic, or change the goal for the season, like challenge. I mean, we could have challenged for the league title. I feel like become third. Definitely they improve of last season. Simpson. Oh, great run there. We have to score. This is not great. I hope this is not an issue with just maybe shorter passing still. We are dominating the match, but we're not creating the big chances here. Riz. Simovic! Oh, what a slide tackle there. And Juan Riz, as you can see, hopefully will score a lot of assists there. Might just keep attacking. I might show you before we go, just because I've said already we'll do the derby next time. There is one player that's really exciting, left back. I guess we'll see, because it's probably long to go before he, because he's just a League One player, it said. So, guess we could get out you for Giants. I probably have to score more goals. This was not great. I don't know where Southampton is expected in the league, to be fair. I don't feel like offensive Japanese. Maybe I will just go with 4-4-2 as well. In a fourth striker if we need to play with or start with two strikers. Because yeah, I feel like sometimes, at least for me, the strikers get very isolated. I was thinking about this goalkeeper because I kind of, maybe it's someone else that's a similar name and goal. So I guess we will see. I will just play through the matches off screen. Yeah, we will just try to find. But I did feel, since we had good wingers, I did feel it's not like I need to play that tactics all the time, the same tactic. But yeah, I really, and I mean, I do not mind Lolly here. Good tackling, good marking, good passing, yeah. All around 17, yes, but looks really solid. Loaned out for Barnsley, really good defensive there as well, so really excited. Oh, even in Championship. So I'm sorry that half of this episode was no face cam and just post commentary, but well, so yeah, we'll play through. I guess we will see with cups as well. It might change. I've just 2 episodes where we don't know. It depends how far we go in the league, and then a 4th in March when we have the youth intake, do Norwich and Liverpool, and then last off do Tottenham and Wolves, and we will just see where we will land or how it will go. So hopefully, I think we have a good team to finish in the top 4. So Alonso, yeah, I thought of showing this last of Luis and Rafinha are the 3 players, and I guess, yeah, Manchester United, Southampton is I've checked him and it looks really solid, so maybe we should sign them. But as you see, 68, so they have 2. And Tottenham has 3 players there, and Chelsea is just 1. So I guess it's Tottenham and us maybe, but yeah, we're just expected 4th, and I think that's mainly just because our bad last season. And shall we here 72 goals scored, so we actually 4th, and as you can see, Norwich, yeah, they finished 4th, but just on 70 points. I think it would demand more now, especially we being better there. I think it might even be more points to win the league, just 85 last season. I think it might even need 90 points this season. I guess I've not seen the other team what they have strengthened, but well, thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good